Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, about 85 minutes back, the UP police informed the whole country of a massive terror plot hatched by the radical group Popular Front of India. Tonight, as the evidence comes out more and more, the message is clear. It's time to crack down. In fact, personally, let me tell you, I'm really surprised the PFI has not been banned yet. I wonder why. Let's debate.
At 8:45 p.m., Uttar Pradesh ADG Law and Order Prashant Kumar called an emergency briefing. The revelations made in this news conference are explosive.
STF उत्तर प्रदेश ने आज एक बहुत ही बड़ा खुलासा करते हुए दो व्यक्तियों को गिरफ्तार किया है, जिसके पास से भारी मात्रा में एक्सप्लोसिव डेटोनेटर और वेपन तथा इसके साथ साथ कुछ बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण और चौंका देने वाले दस्तावेज भी प्राप्त हुए हैं।
A year back, Popular Front of India had come under scanner for widespread violence during anti-CAA protest. A sting by Republic Media Network made some startling revelations.
ये सब का सब गद्दार बन चुका है by virtue of definitions of democracy and by taking oath of the constitution. They are anti-national, they are doing anti-constitutional work, and the punishment of there is only death. You can see on my, this is not hard work and views and angerness. This is a serious matter.
And the arrest of two PFI suspects, Ansad Badruddin and Feroz Khan by UP police, has put the focus back on the radical group that allegedly wanted to strike during Basant Panchami celebrations.
कुछ दिनों से सीएम को ये सूचना मिल रही थी कि पॉपुलर फ्रंट के लोग देश की सरकार के विरुद्ध युद्ध छेड़ने तथा सामाजिक विद्वेष फैलाने के उद्देश्य से घातक हथियार और विस्फोटक पदार्थ संकलित कर उत्तर प्रदेश के कई महत्वपूर्ण व संवेदनशील स्थानों तथा प्रमुख हिंदू संगठन के बड़े पदाधिकारियों पर एक साथ हमला करने की योजना बना रहे हैं.
And the focus is now on the investigation by Yogi Adityanath's police against the alleged perpetrators of terror. Will this be the beginning of the process to ban PFI? Let's debate.
I want to start with the most obvious question. These headlines come very often. Sanju Verma, would you please start by telling us why the PFI has not been banned so far? I mean, it's elementary. It should have been done by now. We are living with a constant risk, with this organization not being banned. There have been several terror plots in which their name has come out. They've been involved in riots. I personally think your government our government, the BJP government, is taking too much time. Why? Why are you taking so long to ban them and protect the people of India?
Come straight to the point.
Can't hear you.
Have you not used...
Okay, I have an audio issue there, so I throw that open to Deshratan Nigam because I'll fix the audio on your end. Deshratan Nigam, isn't that the elementary question? Why don't you come into the debate with Atikur Rahman? Deshratan Nigam, that's the obvious question, isn't it?
Yes, in fact, this is a very elementary...
Today the UP Special Task Force has carried out these arrests. But what if these people had not been arrested and they had attacked or tried to assassinate anyone from Hindu organizations? What would have happened then?
Yes, certainly huge amount of deaths, injury and ghastly scenes because they are found with huge amount of explosives with detonators. And it is good that the UP STF has been able to nab them in time. And it's a very obvious question why PFI is not being banned as an unlawful association or a terrorist organization under the UAPA Act. And therefore, if you look at any, whether it is Guwahati blast or the arrest in Kerala by the Kerala police. I'm not talking about BJP ruled state police. The Kerala police has also arrested. They found huge amount of bombs, explosives,
Yeah.
swords and weapons in July 2020. And therefore, one requires that it has to be seriously looked into. And it appears that government is collecting evidences against them and preparing a dossier on them. And I hope that dossier is complete
that's
soon.
been for a
and,
long time.
Action is taken as soon as possible. No,
Atikul,
it has been a long time, but the fact remains that government has to create a foolproof case
Atikul.
against,
We
against
are
the
hearing
PFI.
this as soon as possible since the past 5 years, Desh Ratan ji. Arnab, since the past 5 years, we have been hearing this oft-repeated line from the BJP spokespersons and the RSS that as soon as possible they will be banning it. And they did it in Jharkhand. And that was restored by the High Court in Jharkhand. The ban was illegal. The High Court said in Jharkhand. PFI
Binay
is a
Singh.
social service organization.
Binay Singh.
They have been working for the
Binay Singh.
downtrodden people
Let me
of
correct
India.
Atikur Rahman.
And as far
Atikur,
as
don't
the
lie. Don't
banning
lie on the
is
television
concerned,
channel. Still PFI is a banned organization in Jharkhand. Still PFI is a banned organization in Jharkhand. Don't lie. Atikur, don't lie. This is not the way. Don't lie. Still, as of date, as of now, PFI is a banned organization in Jharkhand.
Will be stopping their
Atikur, don't lie. What I want to say, don't lie. It has become your habit.
just reminding you again that
Don't
today,
lie. Don't lie, Atikur.
reminding you today
Atikur
once
Rahman,
again
don't
that
lie.
Shantanu is on the
Please
debate as
correct
well.
him. He's lying.
Shantanu and Maulana Saidul Qadri are also on the debate. I want to remind you viewers that essentially the PFI wanted to carry out an attack at important places in Uttar Pradesh and specifically Shantanu target people holding important positions in Hindu organizations.
Exactly.
A fair amount of explosives have been found from them, and they wanted to target sensitive places as well as big officials of Hindu organizations.
Right.
Yeah. So Shantanu, I think we've got a very long leash to this organization, and if they wanted to do this on the occasion of Basant Panchami, then we are really dealing with a very, it's a touch and go situation. I really, most people are calling tonight and saying, what if these detonators, explosives and weapons and people had not been seized?
No, PFI has now grown to a very structured organization.
You should ask the PFI that. You should ask the PFI that why they want to target BJP ruled states.
The organization as high as NIA is proving them, they keep going to court and they keep using the loopholes of the court and the law. Now NIA and the police in different states are trying to create a watertight case so that they cannot leave the clutches of the court also, because they are a very tricky organization. And whenever there is a ruckus in India, whenever there is a rioting in India, be it farmers' right, be it the Hathras case, be it the CA right, they try to infiltrate. They try to infiltrate. Yogi government put a hard hand to them in last 2 years, arrested multiple peoples, and again these two people, their names are Ansad Badruddin and Feroz Khan, who got arrested today. And they were carrying huge quantity of high quality explosives.
All over India.
Ansad Badruddin, let me say the names again. Ansad Badruddin and Feroz Khan. Ansad Badruddin and Feroz Khan got arrested by Yogi's government today.
Arresting is okay, but get the court scrutiny. How long you will do this arrest? In Hyderabad,
for you carrying high quantity.
Why were Badruddin and Feroz Khan, who are both from Kerala, what were they doing in Uttar Pradesh with so many explosives? What was their idea? What was the idea? You tell us the intention. What were they doing there? Were they tourists? No, they say they were tourists. What were they? Were they tourists?
UP is not under India. Any citizen.
They were activists.
Our country
Your favorite word, activist?
Any citizen can carry high explosive. What are you talking, sir? So you mean
any citizen of India can travel anywhere?
Can carry explosives.
Sanju Verma.
What kind of argument is that?
If you have any proof, go and.
She's saying that any citizen of India, according to him, any citizen of India can travel with explosives anywhere, carry out bombs, try to assassinate people, kill people, target different locations and say we are only dissenting.
If there are any terrorists, arrest them, put them under
That is what you mean. What do you mean? I never misquote anyone.
I heard you.
I am reading through your argument. Sanju.
No,
I heard
I'm
you.
not. I have never said go with explosives.
Arnab.
If you have a real case,
I am not misquoting, I am quoting. There's a difference between quoting and misquoting.
In Hyderabad, youths were there for 10 years. After 10
Please,
years,
I heard you. Now let me have my say. Arnab, the fact of the matter is, Arnab, can this man please be asked to keep quiet? Let me have my say. Arnab, you asked a question as to why the BJP-led Modi government is not banning PFI. And I think that's a valid question. Without beating around the bush and using cliches like let the law take its course, let me first tell you that when the BJP-led government was in power in Jharkhand, for the first time PFI was banned under the Criminal Law Amendment Act of 1908 in February 2018. And yes, somebody on the panel said that that ban was later revoked by the High Court. Excuse me. Whoever that panelist was only said the half-truth. After the ban was revoked by the High Court, it was reinstated again. And as we speak today, PFI stands banned in Jharkhand. Even the Hemant Soren government has continued with the ban on PFI. A ban that was initiated by the BJP has been carried forward by the Hemant Soren government in Jharkhand
of the reality,
as we speak.
why was
Now
the
talking
ban
of the
lifted?
action that has been taken
Why
against
was
the
the ban
PFI.
lifted?
We have
You could
arrested
not prove any
a
charges
few
and
key
that's
people.
why the ban was
head of
lifted against
PFI,
PFI.
Uttar Pradesh unit,
You
a
were
man
unable to
named
prove the
Wasim
charges.
Ahmed.
Why were you unable to
The
prove
head
the
of
charges, Arnab?
SDPI,
Ask the
the
question.
students wing of
Ask the
PFI
question.
called
Why
SDPI,
were
the
the
head of
police in
SDPI
Jharkhand
in
under the
Assam
BJP
called
government
Noor Hassan.
unable to
He
prove
has
the
been
charges
arrested.
against PFI?
2 more people in Assam. Amanul Haq of PFI and Assam has been
Why
arrested
did
as
you
well. And
not
don't
prove
forget,
the charges
the
in
big
the
fish
court of
is
law?
Rauf Sharif,
Ifra.
the National General Secretary of Campus Front of India, a unit of PFI. Rauf Sharif has been arrested along with a so-called journalist, Siddiqui Kappan. Many journalists from the Latvians and Khan Market Brigade went up in solidarity when Siddiqui Kappan was arrested. But let me tell you, the Supreme Court just about 24 to 36 hours back upheld his arrest and only allowed him 5 days off to visit his ailing mother in Kerala and asked him to come back at the end of the 5th day. So let me tell you, the process of banning PFI is underway. Don't forget that the PFI is just another incarnate of the already banned SIMI, Students Islamic Movement of India. And let me tell you one more thing. That Anis
Ifra.
one of the leaders
Okay,
of PFI,
no, 1 minute. Now that's a very long answer. That's a very long answer, Sanju. I need to get a response. Sanju, we need to get a response. That's a very long answer. 1 minute. That's a very long answer. Let's get a response. Let's get a response. Very good. You have evidence. Let's get a response. Sanju, before you come in, I want to tell all the viewers today, this is not about Ansar Badruddin or Firoz Khan or what was found by the UP police, the terrorist plot, the waging war against India. It is not that alone. What we need to understand is every part of India is under threat. Now, may I please? UP police has wanted a ban in January 2020. Karnataka has also considered a ban and is in the process of considering a ban. And after the Bengaluru riots which took place on 11th August 2020, they have been linked to Kerala's violence. Nishant, I am completing and then you make your point. The NIA has called for its ban. Jharkhand has banned it, and you know why? Do you know why Jharkhand has banned it, Nishant? Because of its links with the Jamaatul Mujahideen, Bangladesh. The Sufi Islamic Board, viewers, the Sufi Islamic Board, Peer Sufi Sayyid Khalid Naqvi Al Hussaini demanded a ban on the PFI for involvement in terrorist and anti-national activities and trying to radicalize Muslim youth. So the demand is national. It's a matter of time, Nishant.
No.
Maybe a few weeks at the most.
Make it a point. Arnav, what you are
I
trying
can't
to
hear
put
you.
forward to the nation, are you able to hear me? What you're trying to put forward to the nation is partly correct and partly incorrect, and I'll tell you why. Keep in mind that it is the last-ditch effort of Yogi Adityanath trying to control his own governance. This is the last-ditch effort that he's making because he has lost the plot in Uttar Pradesh. What is happening is that the government of Modi has been trying to
Arnav, how are people defending someone carrying huge quantities of explosives and they're still defending him?
I will not encourage this.
But what argument are you? Nishant, just respond to that. These two guys.
Why are you interrupting?
Just tell me now. You're just beating around the bush. Your friends Ansar Badruddin and Feroz Khan were carrying huge quantities of explosives. Don't you get it? Don't you get it?
That somehow or the
they were not carrying, they are not wearing crackers for some party. Ansar Badruddin, your friends Ansar Badruddin and Feroz Khan were carrying high quality explosives, man.
There are possibilities that
oh my God. Do you understand what is explosive? Do you understand what is explosive?
Tell me.
Your friend Ansar
Sanju Verma is on the debate now.
Khan were carrying explosives.
Sanju Verma, tell me.
And you're arguing.
How many people did you
Excuse
put
me.
Forever done.
I want to, yes, so please get me on the screen. Let me tell you one more thing. How dare
you are.
Ahmed of the PFI, how dare he say that the Enforcement Directorate is a puppet of the Modi government. The Enforcement Directorate has established that over the years, more than 100 crore was deposited into the accounts of various PFI senior so-called leaders, be it Anis Ahmed, be it Amanul Haq, be it Siddiqui Kapan, be it Rauf Sharif, be it Anis Ahmed. So the fact of the matter is that the Enforcement Directorate is currently undertaking investigations to ensure that the PFI is finally banned under the amended UAPA Act. Point number one. Point number two.
Maulana Qadri on the right. Maulana Qadri.
More than 14,500 illegal outfits masquerading as NGOs have been banned. The licenses of more than 1,800 NGOs or illegal outfits that thrive on terror financing, their licenses have been cancelled. So let me tell you that the amendment of the UAPA Act, which now gives ample powers to the DIG, the SP, the DSP, that will ensure that the likes of PFI, SDPI, Campus Front of India, these organizations will finally bite the dust. I want to ask you, how did 100 crores come into the accounts of Siddiqui Kapan, Rauf Sharif, Anis Ahmed, Noor Hassan, Amanul Haq? From where did you get 100 crores? What is the business that PFI is into? You claim that you are an NGO which wants to build an egalitarian
Fantastic
society.
debate on PFI tonight, viewers.
Dalits.
It's 10:19 p.m.
Excuse me, how are you?
And I think at the same time the question on everybody's mind is how many PFI links can be condoned and ignored. The point here is, and I want to bring in Deshratan Nigam once again into the debate with Atikur Rahman. You see, if you have run the course. I need to tell you, Atikur, the PFI is not involved in one act of violence. You've run the course. And I think you've become overconfident. I think Deshratan Nigam, the PFI, feels that Republic has done so many stories, others in the media have done so many stories. The feeling they have that is that we are going to get away. The feeling is that it's over. It's not really going to amount in a ban. Otherwise, in December last year, the Uttar Pradesh police arrested so many people, all PFI links, including those who are part of the top leadership for the anti-CAA violence in Uttar Pradesh. I'm talking about December 2020. Did the organization get banned? No. So today, Deshratan Nigam, people like Atikur Rahman are cocking a snook. The PFI member was caught in the Assam anti-CAA violence. Aminul Haq. Did anything happen to the PFI? No. There were television debates. Nothing happened. So people like Atikur genuinely believe today that the Modi government is not going to ban them. Then the Bengaluru riots happened. And in the name of the Bengaluru riots, it was not only PFI. 1 minute. It was PFI and STPI, Desh Ratan Nigam, who they say are political parties. And people from these political parties went to Turkey. And they met leaders from Islamist groups with known links to terrorist organizations and allegedly took money from them and funding from them. And still the PFI was not banned. So people like Atikur Rahman feel today it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen.
See,
you know what happened in Hathras? What happened?
So this will happen.
Were PFI people not arrested? You wanted caste riots? No, no, Desh Ratan Nigam, these people felt kuch nahi hoga. These were the same people who were inciting Muslims after the Ayodhya verdict. Desh Ratan Nigam, you're a lawyer. These were the same people.
Lines I can use.
Yes, exactly.
I can use for the twin cons of India. And the
same people, not same lines. Same people, I said. Same people, there's a difference.
The same lines
Atikur Rahman ji, Atikur Rahman ji.
Rule over India in this obnoxious fashion forever.
Stop showing your bitterness on television.
Let me answer Atikur Rahman.
Stop showing your bitterness on television.
Atikur Rahman ji.
This undeclared emergency.
Atikur Rahman ji, let me tell you one thing very clearly. I am rather shocked and surprised. I am rather shocked and surprised. I am rather shocked.
Your days are numbered.
Atikur Rahman ji, let me answer. Enough of shouting. Enough of shouting. Let me answer you. I am rather shocked and surprised that you are defending these terrorists. I am rather shocked and surprised. In fact, you should have come out and clearly said, arrest them. Yes, if you look at NTCA protest in Delhi, if you look at Delhi riots, if you look at Bangalore riots, if you look at Hathras, everywhere you see PFI. Yes, the government is trying to build a foolproof case so that it will stand the scrutiny of court. And therefore, there might be a slight delay. And I am sure it will be done in sooner than later.
Allow me to speak. Desh Ratan ji, you should also listen sometimes.
Arey, what you are doing, hum do hamare do. Please speak on merits. You will not speak on merits. There are people, there are PFI activists, terrorists, you are found with so many explosives and detonators and you are defending them. Shame on you, Mr. Atikur Rahman. You are defending such people. You are defending such people. Shame on you. Shame on you. Tomorrow they would have killed so many people if they had not been arrested.
These obnoxious elements on the people of India, and the people are fed up now, Arnab. The people will overthrow. Now the people are preparing a toolkit to overthrow this illegitimate government of the twin cons in the Hum Do Hamare Do. Your days are numbered now.
You know nothing about toolkit.
Start counting.
Let me tell you, there are such dangerous things.
One minute. This is a very important moment. No. He has admitted it tonight. 1 minute. Shantanu, did you observe? 1 minute. Will you be quiet, Atikur, for a minute? Atikur, will you be quiet for a minute? Atikur, will you be quiet for a minute, you Zakir Naik supporter? You Zakir Naik supporter, will you be quiet for a minute, please? Now, here's one very important point I want to make. Viewers, please note that exactly a few minutes back. Viewers, please note, Shantanu, please note that exactly 60 seconds back, 1 minute, it's a very important point in the debate. No, look at the words used. Look at the words used, Shantanu. He said that now we are going to overthrow the duly elected government of the country using a toolkit. He said it. Shantanu, did you hear him? Atikur Rahman said we are going to try and overthrow the duly elected government of the country using a toolkit. He said it. Did he say, viewers, put out your coups?
Shame on you.
Did he say, you are no right? Who the hell are you? You have said you have revealed your identity. He said it. Shantanu, did you hear him? Viewers, people reveal themselves in these moments on television, and sometimes you realize that people like Atikur Rahman may not have come on my debate to reveal it, but he got provoked and he revealed who he is. He's basically part of the toolkit plot. Shantanu, you saw that? Big admission tonight. Viewers, you saw that? It was a live admission tonight. Shantanu, it was a live admission. He has admitted live on television tonight. Stop guffawing like that. You look bad.
and with folded hands,
He admitted.
I'm requesting you, please stop calling such people on your channel. Don't give the platform to them. Let other channels do that. Let other channels provide them the platform.
No, then they reveal themselves. That's good. The whole country has seen him tonight.
They are part of the toolkit. They are part of the toolkit. They are friends of Disha Raviz and Nikita Jacobs. Lot of PFI linked channels. Lot of PFI linked people come on channels. Some also seep into your channel. I think let's not give them platform. Let's not give the platform. And NIA probe is the only place for them. Let NIA probe people like him. They literally said, now it's a war between elected governments and non-electables, which will never be elected. And their only tool will be toolkits and how to overthrow the governments. They learn from Islamic countries how the governments are overthrown there.
No, but I think it's...
Please.
Emergency in 1975.
And Rahul Gandhi will use the examples. They will try to compare India with Syria. They will try to compare India with ISIS. Because that's their...
Ifra.
For them, the gold standard...
Anyway, I think the time has come for us to be a little intolerant.
For them, the gold standard is ISIS.
Shantanu, could you please let me speak? I haven't come to the debate so far.
Arnab, the way Greta Thunberg did a service to us, today your panelists did a service to us. You just telling the truth.
Could you please let me speak, Shantanu? I haven't come into the debate even once. Shantanu, So,
okay, you also tell what is your plan to throw the... You tell me what is your plan to throw the elected government?
Okay, can we please start the debate? In January 2019, in January 2019, bombs were actually, the police found bombs in Nedu Mangad RSS office, including hydrogen peroxide, crude bombs, and weapons.
There you see.
So please tell me, Arnab, this is news. This is all over.
As per you, Ajmal Kasab, as per you and Digvijay Singh, Ajmal Kasab was RSS guy. See, these Champak kind of stories, have no place in debate. These Champak kind of stories have no place in any scene.
Please tell me why RSS should not be banned.
Can you please get me on
screen? Please tell me, ma'am, why RSS should
yes,
not
I will
be banned.
tell you why RSS should not be banned.
Bombs
I want to say something to this lady. She's completely out of her mind or not.
What do you want?
May
I
please come in?
RSS office?
RSS is the world's biggest NGO. It conducts 50,000 shakhas every day. It has presence in more than 39 countries. Be it the tsunami in Tamil Nadu, be it the recent glacier burst in Uttarakhand, be it the riots in Assam in 2010, be it the Gujarat earthquake, RSS has been at the forefront in terms of selfless service. Point number one. In the 1962 war, when our soldiers did not even have vests in the biting winter, it was RSS which organized more than 3,000 relief camps. Madam, a few years back when there were floods in Kerala, Pinnarai Vijayan went away abroad for medical treatment. It was the RSS Swayam Sevaks who were helping people in Kerala on the ground. RSS runs more than 17,000 Shishu
No, but why should we debate this with you anymore, Ifra? Ifra, I go to Maulana Qadri. Maulana Qadri, I want to 1 minute. Let me ask you, viewers. There is a growing sense in this country. 1 minute, please. Can I say something? Sanju, now you've given a long reply. Allow me to come in for a short time on my own program. I feel disenfranchised when you give these long replies because I feel that you're very cruel to anchors who want to come in with questions occasionally. Who is that heckling? Who is that shouting? Who's that shouting in the background? Sounds familiar. I don't know. Who is this person who's shouting? Shantanu, who is he? Who is shouting?
Sounds like a good friend, Nishant. Sounds like a good friend, Nishant.
He's continuing to shout. Does it sound like Nishant? Yeah, I suspect so. The quality of debate is also at the same level. The quality of argument also sounds like Nishant.
quality of...
Yeah, now I go back to Maulana Qadri. Maulana Qadri, please, let's elevate the quality of debate. Nishant, it's falling, it's crashing. I need to take you off the screen because the quality of your arguments is crashing. Elevate the quality of your argument, I'll bring you back. Nishant, I thought you'd improve, but you haven't. Now my question is this, please. See, Maulana Qadri, we need to be firm. France dissolved an NGO after the beheading of a school teacher. You know something? There was no discussion. There is no intellectualizing. You just have to stop it. Germany banned an Islamic group after the Berlin attacker was part of it. Was there a discussion? Did the German government say, let's discuss on TV? They just did it. And UK passed laws to ban even hate speakers. In India, we keep debating. And people like you feel that this debate will continue. You see, this debate has to stop at some point. Action has to happen. No, Maulana Qadri, you need to understand. The ban has to come now. Because I'm worried, you see, Binay, please tell him that had these people been successful, what would have happened in Uttar Pradesh? Had leaders of Hindu organizations been targeted, what would have happened? Would Maulana Qadri have taken responsibility for supporting the PFI?
Allow me to answer first.
I am worried and petrified of the consequences.
This country know
we are not here to defend any terrorist
first let this country know that the PFI is an official alliance partner of Congress party. PFI and SDPI, they supported Rahul Gandhi in Wayanad. They were official alliance partner in Karnataka and they were official alliance partner in the UP elections, last assembly elections.
No, we have to ban it. Viewers, please coo if you think we should be banning the PFI tonight.
And you know what PFI says about themselves? You just visit their website. They say that Babri will rise one day. What they say that Babri will rise one day? They don't, memory is the best defense. Least we forget about Babri. They don't believe in the constitution of this country. They don't believe in the government. They don't believe in the courts of this country. They are instigating the minority, the so-called minority of this country on the name of Babri Masjid each and every day. Today also, this poster is on the website.
Maulana Qadri, I'll tell you one thing. It's going to happen. You see, Atikor, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Atikor, I'll tell you what will happen. Deshratan ji, we will wake up one day, Atikur will wake up one morning. One morning, Atikur is going to wake up and he's going to find out the breaking news that PFI is going to be banned. It will be banned. What will you do? You keep crying. It will be banned.
Yes.
What will you do? What will you do?
We are always prepared.
It will be like 370 gone, finished, over. What will you do?
Always we are prepared every morning. Every morning, it's a dream. That when these anti-social, anti-constitution, anti-nation
I think we need to move on.
Be banned.
Sanju, viewers, Deshratan Nigam is just smiling. He's not even responding to what you said. You realize now it's going to happen. Prepare for it. But if you think you'll change the name, it won't help. Again, Nishant is shouting in the background.
That is the first step towards banning organizations like PFI. Amit Shah has amended the UAPA. The amended UAPA is the first step towards banning hate organizations like the PFI. Amit Shah has also amended the FCRA laws. Amendment to the FCRA Act in 2020 is the second step towards banning so-called NGOs like the PFI. Amit Shah has clearly said that any NGO...
I thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Not a lifelong license.
I thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen. And this is not speculative. Consider it a certainty, viewers. And when it happens, remember you heard it first here on Republic. The PFI is going to be banned. Have no doubt about it. Have no doubt about it. Have no doubt about it.